Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. I'm the Crypto Game Snob, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my humble opinion on why I think 2022 is going to be the year for Gods Unchained. I think this game is going to become huge. I think it's going to happen in 2022. We're going to get the release of the mobile game, I'm quite sure, and all the pieces are coming together. The Immutable X trading platform, everything that was needed, the forge is now open, and all the components for the things that might have stalled out this game's launch have kind of all come together in 2021, and we're now going through this Blessing of the Gods event, which is growing up the player base quite massively. If you saw some of my previous videos, let's take a quick look here. Okay, so right now we have Gods Unchained trading at $3.11. We're in a bit of a dip. We're in a nice little dip, actually. This is, in my humble opinion, and like I say in all of my videos, not financial advice because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. That being said, this is an appealing little dip. I've bought into this dip myself. When you look at the market cap of Gods Unchained at $73 million, and then you'll take a look at some of the the top-rated games: Decentraland, Axie Infinity, The Sandbox, $5.4 billion, $4.3 billion. Billion's a whole lot more than million. It really is. It's a way higher. Yeah, so we scroll down the list, and all the way down at like 491, we have Gods Unchained. And this is, I think this is your little diamond right here. This is your undiscovered diamond at the moment. Like I say, my humble opinion. Why? Okay, let's take a look at Gods Unchained, okay? The trading card game that pays to play. Obviously, if you play the game, you know it's a lot of fun. Number one, we're led by Chris Clay, who is the former game director of Magic: The Gathering Arena, a guy who knows his stuff about this style of game, right? This genre of game. If you can't sell your items, you don't own the item. That's what it says on the website. That's the spiel. In 2019, now that's going back a ways, and if you follow the gaming industry, you'll know that gaming in general, the industry in gaming, is growing hugely each year. So even in 2019, $87 billion was spent on in-game items. In-game items. That is your skins, your your weapon skins, or your outfit, or your uniform. Oftentimes, items that don't even do anything in the game you play. They just kind of look a little bit different, right? But of those, of those 87 billion, players received $0. All of that money went to the game companies that created those games, right? Just massive amounts of money being spent on not NFTs, right? Just digital items where the company that releases the game gets all the money. What's the difference between that and Gods Unchained? Well, Gods Unchained, any card you buy actually has a function within the game that you're playing within. You can use it for something more than just cosmetics. It's actually useful and valuable. And you can sell it at any time. And not only can you sell it at any time, these cards tend to massively appreciate in value. Many of the cards from the Genesis sets are up 100x or more. Anyway, so that's a quick look at what's going on. So Gods Unchained is built by ex-Google and Riot Game engineers. Now, Riot Games is a fantastic game dev company and funded by the largest gaming investor in the world, led by, like I say, a former game director of Magic: The Gathering Arena. So that is some serious, legit credibility right there. Not only that, Coinbase is an investor in not Magic: The Gathering, but in Gods Unchained. Free to play. Any player can just jump right in and start having fun. I know this is a game that appeals to all genders. My girlfriend doesn't even play games, but she got right into this one. Why? Because the card game format goes back through the ages of time, right? Card games have been around for millennia of some variety and format. It's a style of game that appeals to everybody, right? It really does. So what we have here is a high-quality game, super addictive, super fun, that appeals to everybody. The game itself is, in my humble opinion, the reason that the token is going to do well. And anything, and the NFTs are going to do well, and all that sort of stuff, right? This is not an Axie Infinity. Decentraland, I jumped into that. This looks like it was made in the 90s, honestly. I'm sorry. It's just clunky and graphically uninspired, and I know what you're trying to do. It's kind of interested in creating this like Web3 sort of online metaverse shopping experience in your browser, etc., etc. I think that's cool, but right now, this feels like crap. I tried to play this. This looks like crap. This is actually kind of cool. Sandbox is pretty cool, but needs some work to actually be fun. Illuvium, this also looks interesting. Doesn't even have a playable demo. UFO Gaming looks, honestly, I'm sorry guys, looks stupid. The gameplay looks really, really uninspired. It might get better, I don't know, but it's just a very basic top-down shooter kind of in the ilk of games that I don't usually tend to like. Like I say, Game Snob is the name of the channel, and there's a good reason for that. I'm very snobby about what games I will actually play and enjoy. That being said, I was not a card game player. I didn't even think I liked this kind of card game, Magic the Gathering and stuff. I never understood why people got so into these types of games, and then my girlfriend actually got me to play this one. Like I say, she's not a gamer, but she actually tried this one, got hooked on it, finally got me to play it, and I was like, well, shit, this is addictive, right? Not only is the gameplay addictive and fun, you also have the collectible aspect, which just adds to the fun. And so, in my humble opinion, what you got here is you've got like such a strong team, such a good game, such a powerful base of creators and investors and all that sort of stuff, right? You just got such a solid company structure and people and all that sort of stuff being put together, right? So you take all that, you combine that core of people with a game that's super fun, with that collectible community of value that just appreciates as you buy these cards. You know, someone like I say, those Genesis players and even Trial of the Gods players are seeing cards 10x, 100x, something like that, right? So you can get these. You playing this game early, like two or so years ago, would have put you in line to receive some of these cards, which are just worth thousands of dollars and tens of thousands of dollars today, and these are actually selling on a daily basis. I'm not sure how much volume is going each day, but quite a lot. And yeah, anyway, so you take a look at all those things, and then I say you look at the market cap of Gods Unchained at the moment, the Gods token, which is the main utility token of Gods Unchained, and you compare that against some of these, I'm sorry guys, but a lot of these crappy games that are in the current top spot. And to me, this just seems like 2022. Like, okay, yes, these guys made it these guys made it first, right? They made it in 2021. Good for them. They were right around when Mark Zuckerberg launched or rebranded Facebook to Meta, and everybody was like, "What? Metaverse? Meta? Blah blah blah." And these guys were like the only ones out there that had a sort of something to capture, you know, people's interest or whatever, attention at the time. It doesn't make them very good. It just means that they were ready to go. They were available. They were being traded. They were being played, etc., etc. They had a token available, right? A little while later, Gods Unchained. You know, a few months later, after that big explosion of Decentraland Axie Infinity, a few months later, Gods Unchained released its token. The Immutable X platform released its token. All that sort of stuff. That came a little bit later. And so maybe Gods Unchained missed that initial hype of sort of that initial pump that Decentraland and Axie Infinity got and all that sort of stuff. But Gods Unchained is a far better game. I would dare say a far better game, and I'm guessing a far better team. No offense to, like I say, some of these guys up there, but in the Sandbox team, I know you guys have got some good stuff going on. Axie Infinity, I just have nothing good to say about. Decentraland Mana, I think it's a cool idea, but I have nothing good to say about the actual gameplay. You know, gave it a good honest heave-ho, and found nothing that made me want to be in that metaverse. Nothing at all, right? Like, the main thing you can do on this is gamble legally, where you have otherwise illegal gambling. I'm not sure how they're getting away with that, but cool. I guess that'll work. That'll sometimes get things going, right? Whatever. Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's my humble prediction on this token. I mean, it would not be hard to 10x this. If we put the market cap at Axie Infinity, we're basically 80 or 90xing this. Maybe like 60 or 70, 60 to 90xing it. I don't know exactly what the math is, because this token has come down. I did a 50x calculation when it was around the $5 mark. So, but everything is also kind of slumped a little bit. I'm not exactly sure, but let's say 50 to 80x to get to the market cap of something like Decentraland, something like Sandbox, and all that sort of stuff, right? So yeah, I mean, that's all I can say is we've got a diamond here, an undiscovered diamond, not even a diamond in the rough, just a diamond that hasn't fully been discovered and hasn't received its pump cycle yet. But we have, you know, and we have a bit of a bullish crypto market at the moment. And at the moment, This token is currently on sale for an absolute bargain price, in my humble opinion. But like I say, don't know what I'm talking about. Do not listen to me. That being said, as well, I'm putting money into this. I've already got money into this. I bought in around the $6 mark back in the day. I picked up some more tokens during the $3 mark, give or take. And yeah, no, I'm into the IMX token. I'm into the cards. I'm into all the stuff. As you guys know, I'm into the content creation. I just love this game. It's so fun, and there's so much interesting stuff going on with it. So much exciting potential. I think anybody who's in it now, getting into it, like fully immersing into this, could be rewarded immensely over 2022. I'm thinking it's when it's going to all come together. And if you take a look at the roadmap for Gods Unchained, which I was recently looking at, where did I find that? If you look at the roadmap, I wish I remember where I saved that. 2022 is basically the year they have everything planned. Their mobile drop and all that sort of good stuff, right? And they 2021 they basically accomplished all their goals that they had written out on their roadmap. And so I have, every confidence that 2022 they'll probably be able to pull off all the goals they have on their roadmap there as well. Anyway, yeah, you guys can find that if you want to look it up. But roadmap looks good, everything looks good, karate good, everything good.